with Little House on the Hill. I'm in our greenhouse today. I needed to come out here today before I go into work, and I needed to go ahead and fertilize everything in here in the greenhouse because we got a tomato earlier today off of our Juliet. Now guys, remember, these are the plants that we did the suckers off of this summer, and we rooted them in here in the greenhouse, and we actually have them planted here in the greenhouse. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use fish emulsion, which is what I use for our fertilizer in addition to our rabbit fertilizer. Now rabbit fertilizer, of course, you can put straight on your plants and it doesn't harm them. It doesn't burn them like chicken or horse manure. So we when we plant them, we put that on there. But then I kind of feel like our plants are needing a little bit more foliage on them. They're really tall and spindly, which we had that issue with most everything in the garden this year. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do fish emulsion on them, hopefully get them growing a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get started and get that together, guys. All right, I use a small sprayer. Let me see if I can get it out right here. I use a hand pump sprayer. I'm sorry, I'm a Southern cook. I'm born and raised in South Mississippi. So if anybody knows what a Southern cook is, they know that they cook by feel and touch and taste. So the same concept goes when I'm out here working in the garden or in the greenhouse a lot. A lot of times I will not measure something where I should have. So this is, I believe, let me see, I think this is a half-gallon sprayer. One of my German Shepherds got in my fish emulsion. But this is the Alaska brand fish fertilizer. It's 5.11. Great fertilizer, very smelly. My daughter hates the smell of it. I put about 2 tablespoons in for a half, and then I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons in directly, and then I'm going to fill it up to about right in here, because if you put it too far up, it starts squeezing out the top and it makes it difficult. I brought water in from the house because I don't have water here in the greenhouse yet. We're actually going to take our part of our water system that we put in earlier this year in the garden and in the front beds. We're actually going to put some of that in here to keep these watered down here, because they tend to, of course, a greenhouse, they dry out a lot faster. So we're just going to keep filling this up. This is a 2-liter Coke bottle. It looks like it's probably going to take all of it. We reuse these bottles however we can. So it's going to take all of it. So as you can see, it filled it up to about right there on the bottle. Now, it's not mixed in there good yet, so I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm just going to screw it down really good and tight, and I'm going to shake it to get it mixed in. Make sure that your sprayer is off before you put it on there. Just shake it up really, really well to get all that fish emulsion mixed in there. All right, pump it up and down. We're going to test it out right here on my houseplant. Oops, sorry guys, my hand's in the way. We're going to test it out right here on my houseplant first to see what the spray is like. We tried to take this one in when the frost come through. There was ants in the pot. I'm going to have to take it out and redo it. I don't see any in there now, but sometime during the summer they managed to get in there. Now with fish emulsion, it is a leaf, a foliage fertilizer is what they call it. So I do spray the leaves of the plants as well as into the soil. So we're going to give this guy a good soak. Sitting here juggling my camera, guys. One day soon, hopefully we'll have us a nice new camera system. That's why I'm talking about it. You know, we've got a really big announcement coming up this week, and I know we're excited about it here at Little House on the Hill, Paisley and I especially. My husband tends to take a back seat to everything here on the homestead, and that's okay. Paisley and I love being in the front. We love doing the things that we do. We love providing for our family and preserving our own food. We're on a 1/4 acre lot, like I've said most videos, and we're producing about 50% of our own food right now, which is a good amount for such a small acreage. All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more pumps. I'm gonna spray down in the roots one last good time just to make sure it's got plenty in there. All right, we're gonna turn around now and we're gonna check out our tomato. Like I said, our tomato plants are very spindly, very tall. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that managed to grow out of 6, I believe. they do not get enough water, in my opinion, in here. So we are, like I said, we are going to add the watering system to them. We're going to water the roots as well as water the foliage as well, because this is a foliage fertilizer. You can tell right up here we've got some blooms going on. I do believe that that one blooming is our Juliet tomato, which is what we got something off of yesterday. So we're just going to soak them down really, really well. They are, oh, there's some, oh, look at there. There's some more Juliets right there growing. Oh, where'd they go? Right in, I think they're right there. Yeah, right there. There are 3 Juliets growing right there, which is pretty awesome to be able to grow something from a sucker plant to something that's producing. And we're in November, guys. What is today? November the 6th, I think. I don't know, my days tend to run together. So we are producing tomatoes in November here, which is pretty freaking awesome, really. Not many people can do that. And to be able to do it the way we've done it and the way we are doing it is an amazing feat. Now, as you can tell, our greenhouse is made out of cattle panels. They're 16-foot cattle panels that I purchased at Tractor Supply before I started working up there. And I used landscape timbers at the bottom. You can see right there in a little bit. I just screwed 4 together and it made it about 7 by 8 in the end. On the ends, I just used some leftover fencing material, actually, to close in the ends. A thrift store sourced window, zip tied everything together, and I've got green pool noodles because that's what color I had, to put pool noodles on the ends to keep the plastic from going through the ends of the metal to going through the plastic. Now it's a this is not greenhouse plastic. I see some holes right there. Some spots right there I'm going to have to check into on the outside. This is not greenhouse plastic. This is actually just a plastic sheeting from Harbor Freight. So it's nothing special at all. It's very cheap. We don't have really long cold winters here, so this works out really well for us. Let me get this to mist. It works out really well for us to use it that way. All right, while we're in here, and I'm still in here watering, we'll look at this rack right here. And as you can tell, we've got a lot of things on it. Storage, we're about to start on some seeds. I'm going to get some collard plants going in here. But this is the beginning of our aquaponics system. Now, we tried it before and doing it, and we didn't have very good luck. So we've got the stand for the aquarium. God, it just left me. Right here where our water can is sitting at. We'll have greens and stuff growing sitting on the racks, and then there's a drip system up top, so it'll drip down. The only thing I haven't figured out is how to do a return system on there. And guys, I just noticed something really, really cool while I'm in here doing this. Not only do we have a Juliet, we have a big green tomato growing as well. So this is a win for our homestead to be able to produce tomatoes into November. All right, guys. All right, guys, so this has been Billy Joe out here in our greenhouse today, showing you off our tomatoes, giving them a little fertilizer, and letting you know what all's going on out here. We hope that we'll continue to be able to post some awesome videos and keep you updated on what's going on out here. We look forward to talking to everyone soon. Bye.